Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early. It's cold in Florida this morning. I know you guys up north are laughing at us, but we're not used to this kind of cold weather. I got the heat going. Haven't had the heat going all year. Turned it on today, though, last night. Let's talk about forgiveness. I know you guys hate when I talk about forgiveness. It makes you feel weak. I know you guys hate it. The videos I've made on forgiveness have no views, no likes. People don't even like the topic. Maybe I'll name this video sex or pornography. That's one of my most watched videos. Maybe I'll name it the Hells Angels or, Karl Rove, something that triggers the shit out of you motherfuckers so I could get some likes on this topic. It's important. You guys need to understand and to practice forgiveness. I know that there's a lot, I used to be this way, but there's a lot of people that think that forgiveness is for weaklings. It's for suckers. An idiot forgives. A strong, smart person holds a grudge. That's how you learn. That's how you protect yourself, right? They have it backwards. You've been trained to hate your fellow man. You got to start learning how to forgive. How do you expect to be forgiven if you can't forgive? It's a good question. Do you ever expect to be forgiven? Or expect is kind of a demanding, aggressive word. Let's say desire or hope. Do you ever hope to be forgiven for everything that you've done? I don't know what your religious beliefs are. But do you plan on going to your death with regrets, with heavy burdens, with guilt and shame? Think about it. Answer that shit for yourself. I don't care what your answer is. Answer it for yourself. If the answer is no, that I hope to die without regrets, I hope to die without a heavy load on my shoulders, I hope to die in peace, happiness, thankfulness, gratefulness. If that's what you plan, a lot of people would rather that than a torturous, writhing death of pain and confusion and regret and all those negative thoughts. Which one you want? You want to die positively or negatively? I think most people answer it pretty obviously, right? Who the hell out there wants to die in pain of any kind, mental or physical? It's people's biggest fear, to die in pain. Their greatest wish is either to live forever or to die peacefully. You got to think about how you plan on living your life, what you're going to do with your time while you're here. Are you going to waste it? Are you going to waste your mental capacity on negativity, on mental illness, on delusion, on derangement, on anger, on attachment? Or are you going to let go? You're going to go with the flow. Learn to enjoy this life, like the Buddha, like Jesus, like SpongeBob. Carefree. You can still have daily discipline. You can still go through struggle. You're going to have to. But as we go through pain, as we go through trauma, instead of holding on to it as an open sore, you can let it heal. And the way that you let your trauma heal is by moving past it. You move past it through a process of forgiveness. One of the hardest aspects of forgiveness is forgiving yourself, and that's what I want to talk about. I've made videos about how to forgive others. I have another video of a step-by-step process of the Blue Room technique about how to forgive using creative visualization. And I tell you step-by-step how to do it. It works. It's a proven technique. Works. But we need to forgive ourselves. Whether you start with forgiving yourself or end with it, you're going to end up with this last person. Once you've forgiven all your enemies, that's hard to do. Oh, God. People don't like to talk about that. So I'm going to put that to the side about forgiving your enemies or those that have hurt you. People hate when I talk about this. They tense up. Let's overlook that for a second. Because we're just going to talk about forgiveness of self in this video and how important it is. You have to forgive yourself if you want to be able to forgive others. It's all tied in. How can you forgive other people? How can you forgive someone if you're holding a grudge against yourself for your entire life? If you're punishing yourself, why are you punishing yourself? Nobody else is. A lot of people punish themselves every day, all day, and then shake their fist at the world. Shake their fist at their boss. Think it's their wives' fault, their kids' fault. Think it's everybody's fault but their own. Stop torturing yourself. You got to forgive yourself, and the way to do that is through realization. We realize that we're not perfect and that we don't have to hold ourselves to a perfect standard. That we can allow imperfection, we can allow flaws and faults, sin, fuck-ups, mistakes. We can allow that stuff, and we can learn from it so it doesn't happen again. It's fine to fuck up once. I've fucked up on the same thing 40 times in a row till I learned my lesson. What do? Kill myself? Because it took me 40 times to learn a lesson? Or am I happy that I finally learned the lesson after 40 times? I'll catch up with you guys. I'm still here trying to learn this shit. But when I finally learned it, I go running off happy. Fuck yeah, I passed that test. Time for the next, time to level up. Forgiving of self is empowerment. You have to be able to move forward. If you don't forgive yourself for your past, for your mistakes, for your flaws, for your sins, you'll stay stuck in the past. You'll stay stuck at a certain evolutionary period. If a lot of shit happened to you when you were 22 and you never got over it, you never forgave the people around you, you never forgave yourself, never forgave anyone, you still hold all those grudges. Trying to teach yourself this lesson for some reason, trying to hold yourself back for some reason, you will be stuck at age 22 mentally. Unfortunately, not physically. Physically, you'll age way beyond your years because of the stress, but mentally, you'll stay degenerate back at a certain age that you should have moved past. You'll be regressed. Make your life easier. I talk about this in so many videos about how we are our own worst enemies. And our lives can be better. Your lives can be better today, right now. Through a lot of just alleviating your own suffering. Stop torturing yourself. Stop being your own obstacle in your own path. Stop being your own worst enemy. There are external sources. There are external forces against you. But why deal with that internal battle as well? It gives you just more battles than you might be able to handle. And like I said, with forgiveness, you have to learn to forgive others. And that alleviates the battle with the world, this feeling that you have that it's me against the world. The more that you forgive, the less that you are in a fight with the world and more that you are at one with it. That you can go with the flow truly and surf it like a wave. You don't fight the wave when you surf it. You let go. You release. You have to trust. Part of forgiving yourself starts with trusting yourself. Do you trust yourself? Build trust with yourself. Learn to trust yourself again. To where you won't let yourself down. Ever. Everybody else may let you down. God may let you down, your dog, your wife, your best friend. They all might. We can't guarantee anything. But you'll never, ever let yourself down, no matter what. That's such a great feeling. It's not loneliness. It's empowerment. Because you know that there's someone, at least there's someone that has my back, and that's me. You have to have patience and acceptance. Be patient with yourself. You're only human, you've heard that, right? You're only human. Accept your flaws. That doesn't mean that you embrace them and put them in a safe so nobody can touch them like as if it's your prized possession. Accepting your flaws is a humble acknowledgement. Okay, I guess I'm fucked up. I have a violent temper. I may be a knucklehead. I yell a lot. Far too intense for a lot of people. I bash myself when I make mistakes. You know, admit this shit to yourself. And then go down the line. Write it down even. And go down the line and read about those topics. Research those topics. Learn about those topics. Be introspective. Get over that shit. Let water pass under the bridge. Take the block that you've put under that bridge. Take that dam down. Kick those beavers out. Fuck those beavers. Let the water go through. Let the water flow. You gotta go with the flow. Forgive yourself for the pain that you caused yourself. Forgive yourself for all those bad decisions. Forgive yourself for all the sins that you have done, for the evil that you've perpetuated, for the people that you've hurt, for yourself that you've hurt, for the addictions that you chose to have. Forgive yourself for the attachments that you've had. Forgive yourself for making your mother cry, for being mean to somebody. Forgive yourself for all of it. You're only human. You're allowed to make mistakes, but you must learn from them. That's the caveat. I'll leave you with that one. You have to learn from them. But you don't have to be stuck in the past. You don't have to be debilitated. You don't have to be carrying weights. Let those weights go. Thanks for watching.